everyone. I know we're in a lockdown here in India and almost every part of the world. And this video is not going to be just about being in a phase of lockdown. In fact, discovering yourself is a journey. But this is one of those times when we can take out that little extra time for ourselves. The time that our spiritual and emotional being has been in a constant need of. So let's start by talking about who we think we really are. Are we who our parents think of us? Or maybe colleagues or friends think of us? Or the one that we're in love with thinks of us? Or what we want to be looked like? The answer is none of them. We just mold ourselves according to situations since we're human beings and we're adaptable beings, which is one of our superpowers. But that superpower tends to shift our focus from who we really need to remember we are. When you're surrounded by so much noise from the outside, you stop listening to the voice that's coming from within you. That voice is who you are. Why is making decisions so difficult, or maybe one of our biggest problems is confusion? Because the voice that's trying to reach you, that's within you, even when it's loud enough, it cannot. Because of too much information from the outside world. Be knowledgeable, be aware, but at the same time be aware of that voice that's trying to reach you. There are ways to get in touch with that. For example, meditation. And when I say meditation, I don't mean some difficult yogic practice that you need to try for hours. Meditation is simply clearing your mind, making your mind a blank slate, becoming aware of each breath you're taking and how it's healing you. It's easy to practice and we're all aware of its benefits, from increasing your concentration, your productivity, to helping us connect with our inner beings and defeating our biggest enemy in this day and age, which is anxiety. Just sit in your room or maybe your terrace, wherever you're comfortable, play some soothing music, maybe listen to the sound of nature, and try to only concentrate on your breathing and nothing else. There's a reason why being connected to that inner voice is so important. We humans are social beings and we have a tendency of forming infatuations with people and things which might or might not be good for us. There are times when we can lose ourselves and dive into places where it's very hard to get back from. Self-control is hard, but that is what is going to lift you out from the dark places. And I know it's easier said than done. That's why I'm here sharing the power of being in touch with your actual selves, that inner voice. And if you trust that, you can come out of anything and make your life whatever you want it to be, just by talking to it. Because it's nothing but the whole universe inside you. Everything you say, everything you talk about to it is on its way to get manifested in the real picture of your life. Coming to adaptability. Some of us are very socializing and chilling out with friends and meeting new people. Some of us, as we say, are introverts. We tend to have limited conversations with new people, stay closed in. Either which way, we're trying to find comfort. We're making a secure place for ourselves, and now we don't want to explore and we're fearful of doing things which might actually be good for us. It leaves us with a fear of being alone. And now that we're in a situation where we're locked up and we don't have as many options as we used to get our mind in the comfort zone, which is actually an escape from the reality. Let me tell you this, you are enough for yourself. And there's a reason why people struggle with friendships, relationships and whatnot. It's because they depend on other things and other people for their happiness. And as much as you want to hear the opposite of this, but it's not fair on the other people to be responsible for your happiness. Why this lockdown is a great time for discovering yourself and the power you hold within yourself and that you're enough for yourself is that 50% of your dependency are automatically out of the way because of this restriction that's been imposed on us. So use this in a good way and learn to value yourself and your mental well-being and how big a role it plays in your life. I'm going to list some quick points which we read every day or maybe hear every day, but we are not able to apply in our real lives. And if we do, it can really change how we are experiencing things. So one is karma. Karma is everything. It's true that even thinking of doing someone wrong is as bad as doing it. And everything that you see in your life is a reflection of what goes on in your mind. So keep those thoughts pure and keep that mind positive. That's the best way to start a journey towards a better and a happier you. Second, forgiveness. Forgive yourself. If there's anything that bothers you from the past, it may be a mistake you made, or maybe someone you've hurt, or maybe you hurt yourself. Let the memory of that hurt and that person go away. For you to start a fresh and positive life, it is very important that you are aware of your emotional health and how it is right now. Forgive anyone who's ever hurt you, intentionally or unintentionally. It is very important to not carry grudges in your heart, as it only fills it with negativity in your mind and your body. Doesn't do you any benefit except for keeping the cycle of karma going on, which we need to be free of eventually. You're content within yourself, and others will feel happy being with you only if they know that they can come and go without taking any baggage. Third, gratitude, and the most important one. Gratitude is the key to a happy and a positive life. It is the easiest thing you can do. Be thankful every day for what you have right now. Peak in your daily life. You'll have much more than what many of the people out there have. Thank the universe for all that the universe has given you and all that is awaiting you, because there is much more to this life than what you think there is. Thank you for listening.